Researchers across Indiana are working to determine the origin of a mystery illness that causes songbirds to act strangely and die. Emma Atkinson reports.
In late spring, a wildlife rehabilitator in Monroe County noticed songbirds displaying concerning symptoms: swollen, crusty eyes, tremors, and odd behavior. Many of these birds appeared sick and some died. Now, hundreds of sick and dying birds with these same symptoms have been reported in more than 50 counties across the state. Indiana Department of Natural Resources officials say official reports are likely conservative compared to the actual number of afflicted birds. And it's not just Indiana. Sickened birds have been reported as far east as Washington, D.C. Officials are asking people statewide to take down their outdoor bird feeders to help stop the spread of the mystery illness.
We're forcing social distancing on birds themselves. So if you get, 20, 30, 50 birds around your feeders in a given day, taking those feeders down will reduce, the odds of, a sick bird coming into contact with an uninfected bird.
Testing has ruled out West Nile virus and avian flu, two common killers of birds. Because scientists don't yet know what the disease is, the State Board of Animal Health has also asked the owners of small poultry flocks, small farms, and hobby bird owners to watch their birds and enhance their biosecurity measures.
Change your clothes, change your shoes, have special boots that you wear just to go out in the chicken area. If you have your birds out in an open area, bring them in at night into the shed or the coop or barn. That way they're not out at night, and that minimizes some of the nighttime contact they may have.
Darer says no reports indicate that the illness is spreading to poultry, but if it did, commercial poultry farms would face little risk because of their often heightened disease precautions. DNR officials say laboratory testing to determine the cause of the illness is ongoing. For Indiana News Desk, I'm Emma Atkinson.
We're joined now by Brad Baumgardner of the Indiana Audubon Society, who has been tracking the situation. Hi, Brad. Thanks for being here. No one seems to know what's causing the die-off. Some even speculating it could be related to the cicadas last month. Could that be a factor?
Yeah, it's certainly one of the issues is since we don't know right now, it's easy to speculate and kind of jump to a lot of different conclusions. And it's really important to remember the difference between correlation and causation. And so we are hearing some reports that, some of the first reported sick birds were before the cicadas came out. So really, while it may be a cause, we just have to really search into it more, and we still need more data before we can really make that connection.
And that's what's happening now. So what's the process for tracking the sick and dying birds all over the state?
Yeah, it certainly can feel like it's a waiting game. The best way right now is the DNR. Indiana DNR has a wildlife tracking reporting tool, and that's online. You can go in, report sick birds, injured birds, dead birds, and that'll really allow us to get a full picture of not only how widespread this might be, and then where there's our local clusters or hotspots too.
And how concerning is it about the bird illness to you? And could there be some lasting ramifications?
Yeah, as a bird enthusiast and an ornithologist, it's very concerning. My biggest concerns right now are bigger birds, things like hawks and owls that you see, because these guys only have 1 or 2 eggs a year. And so any kind of hit on their populations will take a lot more for them to be able to recover and rebound. And so there's more risk for them than there are the smaller birds that might have 5 or 6 eggs in a nest every time they do build a nest. So as we're kind of watching this spreading, and that's where this reporting comes in, we can look for things like owls, hawks, and eagles that might get affected. And that'll be much more of a concern for me right now.
Okay, Brad, thanks so much for your time. Something we will definitely continue to follow.
Yep, something we are too.
All right, thank you.